Twitch, YouTube, I'm back, bringing you some more Metroid Prime Remastered. So we got about 5 people chilling in chat. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Got some more Total Wine and Metroid Prime. Almost forgot, actually. One sec. Oh. Almost forgot to get into the feeling of the game. Really give it that extra emphasis of immersion. Like I said, hope everyone's doing alright. Happy Thursday to you all. That's right, it's Thursday. Last time we left off, I think we were in the Chozo ruins. And we were about to convert it into the Bozo ruins. Why? Why is it the Bozo ruins, JaySinDub? Well, we'll see. 37% complete, not too bad. I think the first time I played through this game, I, beat the game at 72%, something like that. I think that's, more of an overall, unlock percentage. So I want to say we're at least close to halfway through the game. At least I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yep, Chozo ruins, but not for long. Looking good there, Samus. Let's see where we're at. Watery Hall. Yeah. That's right. We were about to go up here to go to the antechamber to get our next upgrade. Yeah, there's a couple things we can get there too. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure this episode we'll be getting a couple more upgrades. The next beam, actually. That's all the way up top. And we'll also be turning Samus purple. And those mushrooms were so detailed that they blended into the environment. Almost walked right over them. Alright. Very nice, very nice. Still getting used to the controls a little bit, but I think it's slowly coming. Yeah, not too shabby. So just doing a little bit of backtracking here from last time. Don't mind me. Just forgot to pull up the chat since I was counter-lurking on the viewers today. Yep. There we go. As always, in case people are feeling talkative, my 5 viewers. I appreciate you joining either way. Yep. Last time we were back in this room, and it wasn't this room, it was the next one over from this, where there was the little half pipe. Sorry, Beatles, I'm not going to play with you today. Yeah, this whole area. Oh, jeez. Yep, that's right. Gotta hit this button, then that button. There we go. Too bad. Yeah, we were in this and we read the lore that was on the wall. It's all coming back to me now. It's been another crazy day at work. That's enough speed to get up there. Nice power slide there, Samus. Up that. I think I'm gonna have to equip this pretty soon. More scarabs hanging out. Call the exterminator, Samus. Get it done. Whoa, there's a new sound effect for this. Yeah, that I have not heard that sound effect. It caught me off guard. Whenever they add a nice little detail like that whooshing, whispering noise, I notice it. I'm just not. I'm so used to the old one, but according to Chozo lore, these statues served as watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. But from now on, the Chozo Ruins is known as the Bozo Ruins. Why, you may ask? Because now it's full of these clowns hanging out. Oh my god. You'll see. If you haven't ever played this game before, like, half of the main rooms in the Chozo Ruins now are populated with multiple Chozo ghosts, is what this guy is. And they can only be damaged by your power beam. So you can't use cheeky combos to kill them. Those super missiles do work. And we don't have the equipment to fully combat these guys just yet. So that's why they're kind of annoying. Yeah, so Chozo Ghost. It's an aberration. Spectral entity, bioelectric field, invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities phase in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them invulnerable to natural energy types. We already said that, such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon in the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. So, yeah. Nail them with your power beam. Use the missile combo if you can. Wipes them out pretty good. They're looking pretty good though, I like it. Back to the mystical happy music. The doors have been unlocked. Thank you, suit. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else to scan in here. The Hall of the Elders. They all say that? They do. Yes, this is the Hall of the Elders. Sweet. Alright, so in true Metroid fashion, we're gonna hop into this statue's hands. Be caressed. I also noticed that the finger doesn't go into the morph ball. Oh, there's some lore back there. We'll read that first. We'll get up there in a sec. I almost missed the lore. But yeah, in the old GameCube game, I think one of the fingers was like, you could just tell it's like clipping into the morph ball. So like, yeah, they ironed out those small little details. It's pretty nice. Oh boy, here we go. As if there wasn't enough lore in the last video, and I apologize for screwing up all the pronunciation and words. I watched it back and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, but oh well. I'm enjoying myself here. Anyway, Chozo script translated. Things bound to earthly shapes are temporal and frail, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives who can feel their presence. Such is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though. This will be the entrusted one's trust. So, like, this is kind of interesting, because, like, it's kind of like a prediction saying, like, yeah, you're gonna, like, run into a bunch of us as ghosts. But the scan entry says that the reason that they're fighting you is because of, like, Phazon corruption. So it's kind of like, did they predict that they'd be corrupted, or were they just gonna fight you anyway? So, interesting. Could be both. Anyway, let's hop back into this guy's little hands. You. Remember to hold down the magnetic button. There we go. Right up here, a little morph ball slot. Another backwards power slide for Samus. And this, up here, is a very unique thing. There are not enough of these in the game, let me tell you. This is a missile station. And it just fully reloads your missile launcher. Very nice. There's only a few of them, I think. There's not very many missile stations in the game. Animation looks a lot better, too. I think it's the same one as the map animation. Looks a lot more smooth. I think, oh my god. I don't need more, I promise. Yeah. We've done that, Samus. Let's see if there's anything else to scan in here. Nope. So, again, further evidence that the Chozo knew you'd be showing up is they put a missile station designed for your suit in one of their most sacred areas. Okay, let's hop up here. Switch to our trusty wave beam. And then this whole room is controlled by those like different switches on the wall, and it changes the track that's in the floor. You get to go to different areas based on which track. Oh, I swear I nailed that. Come on, Samus. He wants to hold you. Just let the statue hug you. There we go. Alright. Into a new little spot here. Go up top. Little repetitive cutscene there, but that's okay. Okay. A new little door to come through. And this turns off the little window. Ooh, what are all these? Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Form and function. Love ya, Chozo. Very nice. The little S-shaped loading room to dive through. And this happens to be my brother's favorite room, because as you can see, it's infested with stone toads. Drainage shut off. Yeah, okay. So this is still holding water, but we're gonna have to fix that. I wonder if they kept the detail from the GameCube version. There's a bunch of fish in here. These poor fish are about to get ruined by Samus. Yep, they kept it. Yep. We drain all the water and it reveals this half pipe. We know what to do with half pipes. We blow up the stone toads in gory fashion so we can get to a higher elevation. So sorry. There was a little excess bombage used there. I don't think you need to kill them all, but I have ulterior motives. There we go. Yes, this is the antechamber, I think. Yep. Ooh. It's our next beam here, the ice beam. The useful beam. Basically, your bread and butter now. As you engage new enemies, the ice beam can freeze things. And once they're frozen, if you hit them with a concussive blast with the missile, then they explode in one hit. Very nice. I am going to check out some of the cool effects from the ice beam. I see the coldness seeping from the front of the gun hasn't changed. Cool little effect there. Gun usually freezes over, yep. Weird, yeah. I think they changed the freezing effect on the gun, which is... it makes more sense the way that it is, maybe. But very cool either way. I think I like them both equally. Let's see if we can get to the other side here. Stone Toad. I'm so sorry. Nice little save station in here. We'll take a break. Oh, we got plenty more people chilling in the chat. Happy Thursday to you all. If you missed it, we released the Chozo Ghosts into the Chozo Ruin. And now this place becomes one of the most annoying places to backtrack through. And it's unfortunate because there are plenty of upgrades to get in the Chozo Ruins. Down an overworld, okay. Now that is not actually, it is where we need to go, but not double back and see what's behind us. Don't like to leave a room unexplored. Because the next upgrade will be the purple paint job for Samus. Oh, it's this way. And which one's this? Talon Overworld South. That's Magmore? Oh, I forget which one you need to use. Anyway, one or the other. We'll see, we'll see. I will check the map as soon as I land, and it might be the other elevator I have to take. But next, I think we have to go to... This is where I get it confused all the time. I think next is Phendrana. We have to double back to Phendrana. Yeah, this is the right one. Interesting enough, the ice beam. Hey, that works. The ice beam is very good at dealing damage straight up. It's hard to tell, but the uncharged shot I think does as much damage as a standard missile. With the little spiral slide. There we go. You go. Way too high. This might be the room I'm thinking of. I noticed that one up there. Anyway, continuing on. This one. Bendesium? Ain't no way we're getting through here. Looks like we have to go lower. If not, then we have to go back through the other way, through the other elevator. Yep, it's the other elevator. I've led us astray. My apologies. Won't take long. Back up we go, just to go back down to the same place. At least I think that's where I had to go. The game tries to kind of point you in the right direction. Although at this point, it might be one of those things where it opens up a bit more. This way. The hole. Get in the hole, Samus. Get in the hole. Get in the hole if you know you want to. There you go. Can't activate it in Morphball mode. I wanted to see the little ball go down on the elevator. So yes, next upgrade is Purple Samus. I think this is where we're supposed to be. Bit of backtracking to do though. Yeah, this is it. It's confusing because there's an elevator on either side of this big room. Say hi to the little gamers. There we go. Going up all the little zoomers and stuff. A little free missile expansion here. To get rid of all the... What is that? The barbed weed? The one that actually hurts? Ouch. Doesn't hurt much though. Okay, so now we're on the opposite side of all this. I believe, yes. Get to showcase the brutal power of the ice beam, where now you don't have to do super missiles anymore. You can just do a 1-2 combo. Pirates die in basically 2 shots. Critically injured. Cranial trauma indicates likelihood of brain damage. Not a good way to go. I wonder if they actually shoot at us. What about this one? Irregular lifetime. Massive internal injuries due to concussive trauma. Yeah, so this is the crashed frigate that we started the game out on. And it is actually a traversable part of the level. The game. He does try to shoot us with ice beam. But anyway, there is no... Oh, there's another one. What happened to you? Oh, same thing. The guy, I made him feel so unimportant. Even in his last breath, he tried to kill me. So there is an upgrade there. We do not have the means to get that yet, I don't think. In fact, I think next step is to go to Magmore to go back to... Oh, can you make it? Maybe you can from there. Maybe if I was a little more cautious. Could have made that. But anyway, we'll get that on the way back. This is our lovely specimen of Phazon here, the great poison that the Chozo have been talking about. Jamming out to some Talon Overworld, don't mind me. Double check my bearing here. Yep, we're gonna go forward into the big room. Samus's little ship here. Might as well stock up. Take a quick save. Get on the ship, Samus. There we go. Yes, I'd like to save. If anyone's curious, it's a Pinot Grigio type of day. Alrighty. Was I headed right for all this crap? And to the left. Gotcha. Beetles never stood a chance. Room's clear. Nailed him. This is the way. Sorry, Bloodflower. On a mission. Got stuff I gotta do. Just down and to the right. We're not all the way down yet. There it is. A bunch of beetles popped out underneath me. Okay. Back over to Magmore so we can go back over to Phendrana. Now I'd like to see if... Might have to check my map here. Yeah, I think this is the elevator I want. The workstation elevator? Yeah, Phendrana South. Is that the way? It's definitely not the way. It's right behind me. There we go. Now we're on the right path here. And the Ice Beam is pretty effective on everything in Magmore. Maybe not the puffers. I'd rather use the Power Beam on the puffers. But, yeah, basically... There we go. The Magmore snakes, these fire spitters you can freeze now, so you don't have to die like I do all the time on them. Kind of works on the puffers just fine. It's pretty sketchy here. I wonder how long those stay frozen for. The puffer beam, they are one-shottable. If I can make that, I'll just go the long way. Running. This way. There we go. Man, we got full everything. Go. Open up. Poor little puddle spores just chilling. Oh, hit the wrong button. They got knocked off. Those controls are always gonna get me. Gotta remember to just start using the trigger to shoot. Keep defaulting back to the A button. Got something else? There we go, get some of that hook back. Nailed him. And it looks like he left a meta pack behind. Open up. There you go. Burn, Sam. Good for you. The old 1-2 combo. Y'all don't stand a chance. Clearing them out. Elevators up and to the right. Stuff. We already did the little puzzle for the energy tank in the Triclops area here. This is probably the control room or something. Workstation. Alright. I'm just not even chancing it anymore. Hate these things. It's for hitting me this entire playthrough. Could have just ran through there, but you know what? Again. Hit the save station, you never know. I doubt we'll die, but gives me a chance to look over a chat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people chilling. Happy Thursday to you all. Back to our mission to getting Purple Samus. Let's see what I mean if you haven't played this game yet. Here we go. So now that we have the Spider Ball and the Ice Beam, we can go up here. That's exactly where we want to be. Get out of the morph ball, please. There we go. And there's quite a few new enemies, if I'm not mistaken, in this area. This is like the deep Vendrana area. You notice the music itself has changed to a more fast-paced version. I think we want this first door to the right. Oh no, that's how you get back into the bottom. This is where we got the thermal visor. And that's just like a hallway to get back into that room. That's that door that got closed off. That could have led to this area, but whatever. Can't go down there just to see, you know, explore the room. But yeah, this is just back into the research base here. Dramatic and spooky. The lights go out. Gotta love it. But we don't have to be there just yet. Did we scan that guy? Yes, we did. Try to scan those two. Take a look over here. Samus, you're fired. just fired, man. I think we gotta go back up here first. Little bats, those little flicker bats are going crazy, man. Ignore these beetles real quick. And those scarab guys. Here's some new enemy. I mean, it's just kind of, it doesn't ever attack you. It's a cute thing. This is the glider. Yeah, glider. I cheated. I didn't know what this was. Docile airborne creatures with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders live a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam technology, so you can grapple underneath their little bellies. And they kind of make a cute noise, if I recall correctly. Whenever you use them as a grapple point, they don't like it. Anyway. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple beam to attach to a glider, then staying on as long as possible. So it's a common sport too, I guess. Who else has a grapple beam? I don't know. So that might just be like, Samus made up this sport. You know, like who else has a grapple beam? Anyway, there is also this guy. He's not, he doesn't live as docile as a lifestyle. This is not a very docile creature. This is the Hunter Metroid. Hunter Metroid, Adolescent Metroid, Energy Siphon Tentacle. Tentacles increase its threat level as Metroids develop. They become more efficient predators. Energy draining tentacles allow them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a Hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Cold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. So, after we dispatch this guy, I'm going to continue my thought from... I mean, everything just, like, really dies to that. So, get used to that being, like, the bread and butter from now on instead of the missile cancel. But, to finish my train of thought, I was happy to see that when we first went into the research base and we saw the standard Metroid, they didn't call it just a Metroid, they called it a Talon Metroid, which I was happy to see because when Metroid Prime came out, it kind of like retconned a lot of the evolutionary stages that Metroids go through from, you know, Metroid 2 or the second remake of Metroid 2, where they have like a Alpha, Beta, Omega, Queen phase. You know, there's like a whole like evolutionary stage of Metroids. It's pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't played that game, to be honest with you. Not the old one or the remake, but I know that it's a thing. So people were kind of upset when they're like, wait a minute, what are these Hunter Metroids doing here? It doesn't make sense. But they called it the Talon Metroid, and they said it was a unique offshoot due to Phazon. So probably interrupts their standard development cycle. And you get all the different variations that are in this game due to the Talon variation of Metroid. Anyway, all Metroids destined for Phazon ranges in the mines must pass inspection. Got a save station with some more lore here. Temperature-affiliated behavioral index for Metroids is available at all research terminals. Access code LIF22. Take another quick little save here. Actually doing pretty good on time. It's only been a half hour. Feels like we're cruising right along here. Anyway. To the other room. As you saw, we had to drop those icicles so that we could get up here with the double jump. Oh, there's the glider making his cute little noises. Maybe it's a her. Maybe it's asexual. I don't know. It's an alien, man. Through the little service tunnel here, we've got some flying pirates jamming to the Phendrana, Deep Phendrana OST. But they all died at the same combat. Ooh. Oh, the missiles. Get out of here. Would you stop? Would you? There you go, just point blank him. If it ever gets annoying, just shove the gun. Oh, Shaman's here. Yeah, Phendrana Drift's coming out of left field with that killer new music. Yeah, it does. Just as soon as you get to the Phendrana Deep, I think that's what this area is called, then things start picking up. Space Pirates stepped up their game. Making new music. Anyway, so I believe what we want to be is down below. There is a new creature for us to scan here before we hop into the water. This is the Gel Zap, aquatic predator made of electrically bound skeletal halves. The Gel Zap's brain is located in the upper half of the body, while the heart and digestive tract occupy the lower half. Linked only by electrical impulses, the two halves somehow function effectively enough to launch the Gel Zap to the top of the Talon 4's aquatic food chain. Nothing too crazy about these guys. They're a little annoying. They try to suck you in once you're... Ooh. They try to suck you in once you get close. But if you hit them in the stomach, when they open up, they kind of fall apart in gruesome fashion. You just kind of wait for him to do his thing. And I think they screw up your visor. Yeah. Got a little too close to him. Open up. Open up. There you go. Better idea to pull back as soon as you get hit by them. Yeah, the fish. The fish are looking nice in 1080p too. Cute little particle effects. There you go. Stay warm. Anyway. As you can tell, traversing in the water is quite annoying, so we're about to fix that really quick with Purple Samus mode. Ooh, and right on cue, where I know where I'm going, the game thinks I don't know where I'm going, so... Yep, I got you, game. We're only one little sector hex away. Let me in. Oh. Okay. Yeah, second room that looks like this. More icicles we gotta nail before trying to scale the room. That poor Gel Zap down there gets destroyed. Not this one, though. And which way do I have to go? Probably through the right door there. Let's see if we can just make this jump. Little flicker bats are gonna probably get me. Oh, pretty good. What's going on with ya, man? How are you doing today? Hopefully everything's treating you right on your Thursday. Thank you for joining some Metroid Prime action. I appreciate the company. Let's see who else is in chat real quick before we scan our next little enemy that's peeking down there. The Aquatic Reaper, if I'm not mistaken. Very different from their terrestrial cousins. It's the Thermal Visor. Yeah, Aqua Reaper. A powerful aquatic tentacle, part of a submerged organism similar in nature to the surface-based Reaper vine. The Aqua Reaper has adapted to liquid environment and shares the poor vision of its rock-dwelling cousin. Relying only on a crude sonar sense to seek prey, unhindered by water, the Aqua Reaper has considerable speed and strength. Funny because it's got little suckers on it, like jellyfish suckers. Although I think the in the GameCube version they actually have multiple eyes going all the way up the... Oh yeah, the Wave Beam Missile Combo, the Wave Buster, I think it's called. Yeah, we'll get that in this playthrough. That's going to be my next go-to thing for before going on, because it's really helpful if, you know, before you go into the phase on mines. Yeah, it's really helpful to have that. Anyway, you've scanned 75% of the logbook. New extras are unlocked in the main menu. Yeah, you'll see plenty of Wave Buster action going on in this playthrough. Don't worry about that. Right, I mean... I guess that's what you get. What's this room shaped like anyway? Yeah, so we gotta go through this room. Try to avoid the Gel Zap. This is kind of working symbiotically with the Reapers here. Get out of here. Don't pull me in. There we go, get rid of that guy. Oof. So hard to navigate in the water. Trying really hard to suck me in. So, your species didn't sign the Geneva Convention. So yeah, I'm just gonna like electrocute you to death. I mean, basically that's like all of Samus's weapons. Is just, you know, how do you feel like being electrocuted, incinerated, frozen, all of the above? Oh, just get up there, Samus. There we go. Purple Samus mode. Man, she does not like jumping when you're pressed up against the wall. It's like, I can't do it. Anyway. Time to look a little bit cooler. Not the coolest Samus does look in this game, but pretty cool. The next suit upgrade is definitely good. But there we go. Now we got her alternate color in Smash Brothers. Pretty useful. I think this was also in Super Metroid, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, a lot of this game is inspired by Super Metroid. So not only... Yay, new extras. Not only can we maneuver in liquid environments easier, but we can also see in them better too. It's not all like foggy. The render distance isn't crap now. And now with the Ice Beam and the Gravity Suit, there are plenty of upgrades for us to go grab over not only in Phendrana, but... yeah, the pirate design in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes is definitely like top tier. My favorite one. Anyway, Gravity Suit, we getting out of here. I do hear an upgrade though, and I don't know where it's at. Thought there was one I could get in here. Oh, it's probably over by the top. I have to put in the other headphone just so I can figure out where this upgrade is. Might not be able to get it yet. I don't remember where this one is. Back down here? Gotta be somewhere over here. I do not see one. Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, I think the pirates in this game, to me, they kind of look like weird fish. Yeah, we can't get this upgrade yet. But there is an upgrade in there. You come back with the heat gun. Samus's little, like, DeWalt heat gun, and then you can go get that. I think you need something else, too. It's not just the heat gun you need. You might need the grapple beam. Weird, because in this game, they... Oh, it's our friends, the security drones. Little trivia fact, fun fact, that this is one of the only enemies in the Metroid universe that shoots kinetic weaponry at you, like bullets. But we will not give them the chance to do that. In fact, I might let him do it next time I see one, just because I want to see how it looks with the remastered version. I remember it being a cool effect. More of you guys. Well, your buddy took the hit for you. There you go. Nailed him. And it looks like he left a metapack behind. Oh, man. Where to next? Maybe up and to the right? Yeah, sounds good to me. Anyway, like I said, next little section here is going to be gathering upgrades. Out of here, gel zappies. Just walk through them. We got the gravity suit so they don't pull us in as much anymore. And we're going to be grabbing a whole bunch of missile upgrades and the wave buster. Unfortunately, that requires a lot of backtracking through the Bozo ruins. Give me that health. And then missiles. This is Magmore. Yeah, that would be sweet. I was so curious about that. In fact, Archaeos was actually asking about that too. He was like, wait a minute. That would be so sweet to see how they do that effect. It's weird because it looks like the wave bamboos in this game, when you get close to them, like the static on the screen isn't just like standard static anymore. It looks like it's like rows of like Chozo glyphs. I thought that was, like, if you look really closely, it might just be static, but you know. I'd like to think that they added that detail. Maybe I'll take a better look at it later. I'll pause the video and zoom in on it. But anyway, gotta go all the way back up over to Magmore, since Magmore connects everything in this game. It is like the central biome that connects all the other biomes together. I think this is the way. I gotta go up all the way. Yeah, no one has seen it before. There's an enemy in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes called, I think it's called the Resbit, where it's like this weird floating computer program thing, and it has the ability to like hack your suit as its attack. And it was a really cool effect they added back in the GameCube era, at least. And I would love to see how someone would take stab at that effect in a remastered edition. Can't get this upgrade yet. Energy tank in there, but we don't have Samus's heat gun, so gotta wait on that, unfortunately. Back down into Magmore Funland. We have to go all the way back to Chozo Ruins, which is going to be a long trek through Magmore Caverns, so please bear with me. This will take probably the next 13 minutes, and we'll probably kill the episode when we get to the save station next to the elevator over there. We'll start round 2 of the playthrough. Just make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's like all the way over here is where we have to go. So, without any further ado, looks like we're going forward and to the left. We should be there in no time. Out of here. We will turn on our anti-Magmore gun. No, he backed up. You're not allowed to back up. Point blanking's not working. There we go. Just keeps backing up. There we go. Kind of the quick shot. No lock-on required. Such a cool effect that like barely got a lot of screen time just to look at it. Yeah, the amount of I mean, it's just the attention to detail in this game is immaculate, and the second one as well. Let me check the chat real quick. Oh man, we got a whole bunch of people chilling. Hi. Hope everybody's enjoying the Metroid Prime action. We're just about to go back to the Chozo Ruins to get a whole bunch of missile upgrades and to go grab the Wave Buster before we descend into the bigger belly of the beast. Just to look into the amount of luck the creators had. I mean, really? Yeah. Like, you can tell, like, people that worked on this game were definitely like, wouldn't it be cool if? And then there was also like, yeah, that would be cool. It would also make sense, and like, let's add the details to explain it as well. Like, there was a lot of care put into it. It wasn't just like, just cool things to be cool. There was like an explanation behind all the cool stuff as well. Something happened with 3. 3 was good, but I'll be honest with you, I never finished 3. Like, I got 70% of the way through it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm out. And eventually, I think I looked up, like, a... Oop. Now, that is cool. They actually made the thermal visor, like, super, super bright in this Magmore Caverns. This was not an effect that happened in the original. It was actually, like, a standard color in here, which... I don't know. It's funny because I do own a thermal camera, and I would like to imagine that Samus's thermal visor has the ability to nuke, is what it is called, when a thermal camera calibrates to a new environment. So, like, you can, even though it's very hot environment, you can still distinguish temperatures, you know, within a temperature threshold of, like, plus and minus 250 degrees Celsius. For example, depending on... Okay, I guess that top one just doesn't stop burning, so we're just gonna take it to the dome. So, it's cool that they changed that. But again, I'm like, I don't know, like the way... So the morph ball controls change, and the angles on the gravity thing, so sorry about that wiggling out there. But anyway, like I was saying, I don't know. It's one of those effects that it's cool that they added, but I don't know if it was necessary. Yeah, talent overworld we don't need. We have to go all the way back. Hey, I remembered not that this time to not get, like, booted. There we go. We can skip the Magmore guy. But yeah, I like... Wish I could show you guys, but yeah, there's even on the phone, like... If you're in a super hot environment, like... Of course, the phone doesn't have super advanced technology, but the thermal camera I have on my phone is, it'll straight up, like... You know, just because the air is hot doesn't mean that, you know, everything's going to look orange in the thermal camera. It's basically the surfaces of things that are radiating heat is the light that you're going to see. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that when I'm not in Orange Land, because apparently it just looks normal. But I can see that it is making things black. So interesting. You know, and it's funny because the thermal visor is one of those details in this game that I'm not actually a fan of, and it was one of my favorite visors in the game, just like in the base game. I liked walking around with it on a lot. Gonna get burned here. Oh. Yeah, we'll check once, God, I wish I could have that. Have to come back for that later. This is the shore tunnel. Remember that for later. I think there's pirates in here instead of the turrets now. Yep, more of you guys. I just don't even care. I'm just gonna leave. I don't feel like fighting you. It's a long trek, man. Put on our puffer beam. What was I saying about thermal? Oh yeah, just because the air is hot doesn't mean it makes everything look orange, right? Like, that's just not how it would look, so I don't know about that effect. Yeah, I mean, it was just cool, like, you know, and like, I gotta be honest with you, that's like part of the inspiration of like why I got a thermal camera on my phone, because I wanted like an actual thermal camera, but they're pretty damn expensive. Like, to get a decent one, it's like $2,000. And like, I was like, alright, well, I need a new phone anyway, and this one comes integrated with a thermal camera, and it works pretty good. Can read temperatures up to like almost 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And then after that, it just is like, it's like really hot. Don't touch that. But for example, I used it when, is this the way I'm supposed to go? No, I'm supposed to go behind me. Almost going the wrong way. I used it to make sure my PC was cooling effectively with the directions of my fans. They get promoted because they survived the exams. Yeah, basically. I like to imagine that they were like, holy crap. You know, that'll explain why there's the, that encounter right there explains why there's the, like, the wave trooper, the power trooper, the ice trooper, and the, the plasma trooper or whatever. Those two guys went back to high command and they were able to like reverse engineer the weaponry. Sorry, bud. Just gonna take a little bit of pain here for the sake of speedrunning that room. Back into Magmore Quiet Land, where the music isn't as intense. Oh god, the Ice Beam's bad at Shriek Bats. So yeah, that's really, like, I guess my biggest critique with this game so far, the remastered version, is that there's just some details that I liked more, you know, personally, and then there's some details that I'm like, that actually just makes, like, it makes more sense the way that it was. Although not everything was perfect in the old thermal visor in the GameCube version, there were definitely some things that were like, okay. Okay, so this is technically cold. And then it's suddenly hot, and then it's suddenly cold. Does it fade? Nope. Very weird, very weird. I mean, that's like not how it would look. But anyway, in standard environment is what I'm going to call this. Yeah, when the gun freezes over, it does not turn black like it's cold. So that is... I'm pretty sure that happened in the GameCube version, which was a nice detail. And I don't think they have it here. What are some other ones? Like some other details that I prefer in the old one? So, minor detail, but if you notice when Samus shoots, the projectiles don't produce their own ambient light. So, and you notice it a lot when you're in the first research base and they cut the lights on you, where if you just spam the power beam or the wave beam, you could actually see where you were going without the thermal visor. But yeah, they don't, there's no like light effect as the beams travel through the air. Of course, they would only show up in a close proximity to the wall, like other surfaces. It was a very small light effect, but it's something that's not there. Another small detail that I miss is when you rapid fire the power beam in the GameCube version, when you like overheated the gun, there would be... Yeah, like, so there was ambient light in the GameCube version, there's not in the remastered version on the beam shots. So when we're overheating the power beam here, the effect that happens is black smoke comes out of the front of Samus's gun, which I prefer how it was in the GameCube version, which was just heat waves coming out of the end of the gun, because black smoke to me like implies that there's like a combustion reaction happening in there, when to me this is like a weird alien energy weapon, you know what I mean? I'd much prefer it just to be heat than like, oh, there's like gunpowder or some sort of combustion happening to like fire these projectiles. So small details like that where I'm like, you know, put me on the team, coach. But yeah, there's, you know, maybe they thought the heat waves looked like a little corny, but I don't know. I liked them. I thought it made more sense. Anyway, there's a lot of upgrades to get here. I have to remember where they're at. So, yes, this is the room I have to go to. There's plenty of missile upgrades to be had. We're going to head through the fountain. Actually, no. We have to go this way. Actually, we can go through the sun chamber to get a Chozo artifact and fight more Bozos. So yeah, let's go that way. There's a cute little puzzle we can do once we get into this room. Let's get rid of the war wasps before they become a problem. Yeah, so the GameCube version had the lighting on the missiles and the standard beam shots. There we go. And if we remember, this is Cordite, so now we can super missile these. One over here too. There we go. We should be able to scan all 4 of the runic symbols in the room. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and this should be 4. There we go. And this reveals a magnetic track that we couldn't use before because we didn't have super missiles, nor did we have the spider ball to get back up. So this is how you have to go to get back to the Sun Chamber. Already scanned these guys? Yeah, the Oculus. So yeah, GameCube had light on the bullets. It had heat waves on the gun, which I preferred. And I think the thermal visor, it was just a lot better implemented. Because I think they added like a motion blur effect to the thermal visor, which is very disorienting, and I don't like it. There we go. And if you do screw it up there, if you do screw that up, you gotta go back into the room. So those respawn. Anyway, spooky Bozo time. Bye-bye! Glad that they kept that. Just like a reminder that like everything's Bozo Ghostland now. Anyway, we're gonna need our missiles here. And they are talking mad smack already. Anything in this room? Any little secrets hanging out down here now that we have see-through water vision? Nope. So yes, back into the Sun Chamber. And I do like that effect that they kept that. Bozo ghosts are so evil that they can make a Sun Chamber exposed to light become like darker. Like this whole room, like how the heck is it even dark in this room? Like the whole ceiling's busted open. Oh, Sam, what are you doing there? Little baby controller for baby hands, not meant for me. Got him. Another one over here, probably. There you are. Oh, he's up top. You little jerk. Read your message in a sec. We need to expunge these guys. Get him? There we go. Alright. Yeah, very odd that the remaster doesn't have dynamic lighting when the GameCube version went out of its way to cheat the effect. I mean, yeah, you'd think. You'd think. I don't know why they chose to do it that way. Anyway, this is a Chozo artifact, and if I'm not mistaken, Artifact of the Wilds? Yeah, well, wild. It's not plural. I was really hoping a dramatic pause there. I'd be 100% accurate. It's Artifact of the Wild. 4th of 12. Oh boy. Got quite a few already. So thankfully, I'm going to make this an easy process on myself when I go to collect all these on my own. And I think there's another one I can grab on the way. We're going to go get all these missile upgrades that we can grab. Is the way I came from. Yes, it is. I have to go behind me. Sorry, everyone. Actually, thank God they didn't respond, but actually, I'm going to cut the video right here since it is over an hour in, and I like to kind of consolidate these videos into hour bite-sized chunks for YouTube uploading purposes. So, YouTube, I'm peacing out. See you next video. Twitch, just hang on a second. I will